All right, welcome back. Hopefully you guys got a chance to stretch your legs. What we're going to do now is, together, the three of us, is we're going to think about what we've talked about so far this evening, and we're going to come up with what we call mutual interests. So, considering what you've both spoken about, can you think of what you both have in common? I can start it. I think you both mentioned good schools. What's the school district again?
Bowman. Passer and Bowman.
Passer and Bowman. And both your children have gone there. Diana's
Yes.
graduated, and you said your grandchildren go there as well? And Lori's
Yes.
there. And that's a good school district?
Yes.
Okay. So, what other things about the neighborhood do you think you both have in common?
It's very quiet, with a little traffic.
Okay. You agree, Lori?
It is quiet the way the streets are set up. It really makes it seem like there's a lot of entrances and exits, so the cars aren't driving past everyone's house to get in or out.
Okay. And Diana said little traffic. Is that one?
Yes.
I think you said that was one of the things
Yes.
that you liked for safer for the kids. So. And I think you both mentioned the safe aspect of the neighborhood.
Well, most of the neighbors, the people who live in the neighborhood have lived there for years. So everybody knows each other, which gives a safe atmosphere. So if there's somebody that doesn't belong in the neighborhood, it's easy to be detected just because of the people living there.
And then I think you said something about there's a neighborhood watch program.
Yes.
Are you both involved in that?
I'm not.
Okay.
I would be willing to.
Okay. Great.
I'm home in the day.
And it's a little difficult writing at this angle, so what I will do is write these things down and a little more accurately for you guys and make sure that you leave today with something that you can read. Okay, so we've come up with some mutual interests, and those are good schools, quiet neighborhood, less traffic, safety, the neighborhood watch. Can you, either one of you, think of any other interests that you have that are about your neighborhood in common? Okay, so the mutual interests that we have so far are good schools, quiet neighborhood, less traffic, and safety, neighborhood watch. Are there any others?
I think that the aesthetics of the neighborhood, the way the neighborhood looks, it's an older neighborhood, and so it's well kept, but it's not super manicured. So there's old growth trees, old growth shrubbery. It's just the way the neighborhood presents itself.
So, to prevent me from trying to spell aesthetics, would an established neighborhood, that would be an accurate description?
Yes.
Of what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So, any others, Diana?
No, I think that covers most everything.
Okay. So, now we're going to move on to mutual concerns. And you're going to find that a lot of your interests and concerns are crossover, okay? So, to get it started, I think I'm going to just kind of get the ball rolling. And I know I heard you both talk about mutual concerns were the traffic, that your grandchildren like to play out in the street, basketball, whatever, and so that the traffic was a concern. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And other concerns that you heard that you both have in common?
It's very safe neighborhood, and the fact that everybody kind of knows what vehicles are to be there and know who lives where, so it's very safe.
Spelled that wrong.
We've never had any problem with burglaries or vehicle thefts. I mean, it's always been a very safe neighborhood.
And I think that's one of the things you said why you picked the name.
Yes.
Anything else you guys want to add to mutual concerns?
That it's somewhere that we can feel comfortable living without being scrutinized or having everything questioned, that it's, like you said, a sanctuary to where you can come home and relax, a place that you can relax.
Okay, so in other words, go home and find some peace.
Yes.
Okay, so that kind of addresses both quiet and respect and some of those other issues that we talked about.
Yes.
So your peace, and I heard the word sanctuary, so let's write that down. Okay, anything else?
It's a close-knit neighborhood, and I mean, everybody knows each other, and you feel comfortable talking to the people in your neighborhood.
So your concern is, because we're talking about concerns, is you want it to continue to be a close.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah, without any conflict.
So, to go over again, mutual concerns, we both have our traffic, safety, the peace, your home is your sanctuary, you want to go home and have peace and quiet, and that it continue to be a close-knit neighborhood, which way I view it, and you guys agree or not, where you know your neighbors, you talk to your neighbors, you feel comfortable, you can sit out on the front porch, that sort of community. That is free of conflict. Is that accurate? Okay. So what we're going to do now, we've got our mutual issues, mutual concerns. So you've seen that a lot of those are kind of blended. We have our concerns are also our issues. What we're going to do now is move on to solutions to these concerns and issues. So I'd like you both to focus on what is the number one thing that you want to see improve in your neighborhood. Diana, you want to start?
I just think maybe Lori and her family understanding.
Let's just talk about the neighborhood in general. Okay? What would you like to see improve in your neighborhood?
Kind of the peace and harmony and tranquility as it was.
Okay, good. Okay, your turn, Lori. What's your number one thing that you want to address for your neighborhood?
That there's mutual understanding between the neighbors, that not everybody's the same, that you accept people's differences
Okay,
and their different styles of life and their different families.
So could I put that as communication and acceptance?
Yes.
And do we want to come up with one more maybe together that we can agree upon that is one of our key things that we want to work on for our neighborhood?